Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to the channel. Now, on this channel we go behind the scenes a lot on our filming, on our post-production, but today I want to switch it up a bit and take you behind the scenes of business management. So I want to take you behind the scenes, show you my workflow of how I manage my business. Now, I know as creators, we don't really like to get involved with the administrative side of things. But once you start charging clients for your services, then really you need to have something that works for you and not against you, and don't take up too much of your time, because we're going to take that time, or most of that time, and put it into our creativity. So in this video, I want to show you a tool that helps me do just that. Now, this isn't a sponsored video, and the tool that I'm using to do this, I've been using for about 6 years now, and I've been paying a subscription every month for this tool. So it's not sponsored. I just want to show you what I use, and hopefully it will help you to deal with your administrative side of your business as well. Now, there are various different tools out there that you can choose which is similar to this, so make sure to do your research. Do a Google search for studio management software, see what comes up and see what works for you. Now, this tool was really designed with the small business owner in mind, and it was designed to help you to automate, to organize, and to optimize your business. I think it was really developed in the beginning for wedding photographers, and in my first 2 years of business, I did photography, and it was absolutely perfect for that. So what I'm going to do for you today is give you a quick walkthrough, a behind the scenes of the workflow of the process from me getting an inquiry from a client through to them paying the final invoice. It's not an in-depth tutorial, but it's just an overview. So let's jump over to the computer in Tave, and I'm going to show you how this works. So guys, this is Tave. If you hear me call this Tave from time to time, it's because I've been calling it Tave for the past 5 years, but apparently it's Tave with an accent. So yeah, this is the front page of the website that you can get access to or try it out, schedule a demo. You can try it for 30 days, or if you use the link in my description, you can try it for 60 days. So you can test drive it and see if it works for you. Okay, so once you've logged in, then this is what you're going to be presented with. It's going to be your sort of dashboard, and you can have a snapshot of whatever it is that's happening, what's the status on your jobs, where your money is at, how your money is looking, and you can do quite a lot of things just from this front page. But the first thing, like I say, is that lead acquisition. So the first thing that happens when a client reaches out to me for a job, I would send them a link, and I'd send them a link to a questionnaire. Now, this is what this link looks like. If you can see here in the search bar up here, this is what the link would look like, and they would be presented with this. So they'll fill out their information. They'll fill out all of the information that I've asked them for based on what I want to know about the job. And then once they submit this response, then I'll get a notification. So I get an email notification, and then from there I can come in here and check my leads. So that would set that client up with the information already, right? So that would already set them up on my leads sort of page, and I can see. So there's an example one. I'm going to choose this one. That's an example of what I've created for this kind of overview, and I'm just going to show you the questionnaire. So in here, you can go about and just kind of set up this client, even if you had to add a bit more information on them. But this would have been the questionnaire. Let's just view that. This would have been the response to the questionnaire that they would have sent. So that is already in here in an overview. So the client is set up. You can edit the contacts if you wanted to. And the next thing that you could probably going to want to do is send them a quote. So for that, if we come over here to quotes, then you can either set up a new quote, or you can create templates that you can send out. So let's say we want to send out I don't know, brand video quotation. So if you've already set up templates, which is advisable to do, then you can just go ahead. You already have information in here that you don't need to populate. You can go ahead and edit your line items just here. You can add an extra one, you can change the cost, whatever you want to do. You can let them know about the booking process as well. So in my case, I put my payment schedule in here, which is 50% deposit and the balance on delivery. So I would put that in here. You can also choose to send them the questionnaire that they sent or not. I usually don't, but I do send them a contract. So I have a contract set up as in the back end as well, and it will be populated with all of the information that the client has sent, plus the information on this quotation. So if I were to add that to it, and if we save that, so we can then send the client the link for this. So if we go to the link and send that, they will receive something like this. And remember, you can also brand your everything, your invoicing, and so it makes your outfit look a lot more professional. So we have the quotation here. I've got my line items and what it is that I'm charging them for. And then if they're happy with it, they can then continue. It gives them the opportunity to pay that deposit, and so they can go ahead and continue to pay that. So if we were to hit on continue, then they will come to the contract, and then they're able to sign that contract, send it back to me to countersign. Let's just do this, and I'll get a copy back to the studio for me to sign as well. So then it takes them to the payment page, so they're able to pay by either credit card or by bank transfer, and this is all happening within Tave. Yes, you have to set up a merchant in the back end, a card merchant, to be able to collect money and that kind of thing, but apart from that, it's easy. If you click to pay by bank transfer, then what it would do is give them your bank details, your bank information, and then they have the opportunity to say, well, this is when I'm most likely to pay you, kind of thing. So if we go back into Tave, we go back to our leads. If we click on all our leads, we see this job is no longer a lead, but it's now considered a job because the quotation was approved. So if we go into my open jobs, I can see that that new job has been put in here. We got our quotes and our orders, and so that is now open. That is now open, and that job is open and ready to work on. So once you're in here, for example, if they did choose to pay by bank transfer, then you can go in and manually record that payment in here. You can revise the order at any time, and you can do quite a lot of things. There's a lot of options for you to do in here. If you go into the financials, you can really break this down. So if you incurred any expenses on that particular job, that's where you can add this. And you can see how the revenue streams is going for this particular job. If any mail contacts, you can also mail from Tave. I usually don't, because it's just easier for me to track my mail, and if I do stop using Tave at some time in the future, I still have my mail intact in my inboxes. So I don't really use this for mailing as such, but yeah, your contracts will live here. You can see this one requires the studio signature, so I still would need to sign that, and they'll get a copy back as well. The questionnaires from the original inquiry would live here, and we have space for notes and adding files and all of that to this particular job. So it's a lot, and it's not. I mean, it's a way to really keep you organized. So when you go and you say, okay, so this is the client that I'm dealing with today, you have all the information that you need. If you need to revisit this later, you can come back to it. And what is cool about it as well, you also have the ability to automate certain things. So responses, if you wanted to keep in contact with your clients, if you wanted to shout them up and say, hey, hi, how are you doing? You can automate that as well. That is also good for customer relationship management. So something like this really helps you to keep a handle on everything. If you look on the left hand side here with our leads, there's different stages. You can follow up in a week, 2 weeks. You can set those up to follow up as much as you'd like. You can change the status of those. When it comes to the jobs, you can see how many jobs you've got open, how many is at the book stage. It really just keeps track of everything for you. And also, very importantly, the financial outlook. You can have a snapshot of what it is going on with your business. You can look at the accounting side of things. You can look at booking trends. You can build reports so you can kind of tailor your business, to the direction that you want it to be. And that is pretty much how I use this software to help me in my daily business activities. And as I said before, there are various other tools out there. But if you did want to try Tave for 60 days, there's a link in the description below. You can go check it out, test drive it, see if it's for you, see if it would work for you. And to be honest, guys, in my opinion, for $20 a month, this is worth its weight, 10 times over. And like I said, there's no affiliation, no sponsorship. I'm just telling you how much it does for me and for my business. And that is it for this video today, guys. If you found this useful, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you're using any other software that helps you in your business, please leave a link in the comments below. Smash that like button, subscribe if you're not already doing so, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.